This video will show you how to solve a multi-step equation without distribution. Okay, we have 9x plus 16 is equal to 4x minus 19. So let's draw our line so that we can see the two halves of our equation. We know that step 1 is to check to see if we need to distribute, but I've already told you that we're not going to, so we'll skip right to step 2. Step 2 is combine like terms. So let's check this side. Do I need to combine anything here? Nope, there is nothing alike. And let's check the other side, and there are no like terms on that side either. So the next step is to move stuff, and we do that by either adding or subtracting. Our goal is to have one term on the left side and one on the right. So the first step, it really doesn't matter what we move, so I'm going to move the 4x. This is a positive 4x, so I'm going to subtract it. I need to put it under the like term on the other side. So my 4x has an x, so he's going to go under the 9x. 9x minus 4x is 5x, and I'll bring down my 16. I haven't used it yet. 4x minus 4x is a 0, and I bring down the negative 19 because I haven't used that yet. So I need to move things again. I have one term on this side, but I have two over here. So here's the problem. And I need to move the piece, the term, that looks like negative 19. Notice negative 19 does not have a variable with it. There is no letter here. So I'm going to choose the 16, which also has no variable. The opposite of positive 16 is negative 16. And we do it once to each side of the equation. There's my 0. So I now have a 5x is equal to a negative 35. Watch your negatives. Negative 19 minus 16 is a negative 35. I'm done moving things. If you notice, I have one term on this side and one term on that side. So my last step is to divide by whatever's in front of the variable. And the piece in front of the variable is a 5. So I'm going to divide both sides by 5. 5 divided by 5 is a 1, leaving me with just my x. Negative 35 divided by 5 is a negative 7. And now I can check my work. 9 times that negative 7, notice this is an x. I think x is a negative 7, so that's what I'm going to put instead of the x. We're substituting here. Plus 16 is equal to 4 times x, which I think is a negative 7, minus 19. 9 times a negative 7 is a negative 63 plus my 16 is equal to 4 times 7 is a negative 28 minus 19. Negative 63 plus 16 is a negative 47. Negative 28 minus 19 is also a negative 47, and we got it correct. Let's look at one more multi-step equation without distribution. So now I have 3a minus 28 minus 7a equals 10a. And again, we'll draw our line. Step 1 again is distributing, but I've already told you we're not going to use that in this video, so we'll go right to step 2. Combine like terms. You notice I only have one term on this side, so there's nothing to combine. Let's check the other side. What looks alike on this side? You'll notice I have a 3a. And I have a negative 7a, and those are like terms. In your calculator, you're going to type 3 minus 7, which is a negative 4a, minus 28. There's nothing that I can combine with that, is equal to a 10a. And now you'll notice we're back to a simple two-step equation. I need to move the piece on this side that looks like 10a. I have an a for a variable, and so does my negative 4, so that's what I'm going to move. And the opposite of negative 4 is positive 4. So I'll add 4a to both sides. There's my 0. That side leaves me with a negative 28. 10 plus 4 is 14a. And you'll notice I have one term on the left and one term on the right. I'm ready to do the last step, which is to divide. And we're going to divide by 14. And I find that negative 2 is equal to a. And again, I can check my answer. 3 times my a value, which I think is a negative 2, minus 28 minus 7 times my a value, which again is a negative 2, is equal to 10 also times my a value, which again is a negative 2. 3 times negative 2 is a negative 6, minus 28. Negative 7 times a negative 2 is a positive 14, is equal to 10 times negative 2 is negative 20. So negative 6 minus 28 plus 14 equals negative 20. Both sides balance, they're the same, so I know that we got this right.